From a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, or actually it's Tuesday, November 1st. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Yeah, I got my days mixed up because I didn't work yesterday.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes. Happy hangover Halloween to you. It was a 5-day Halloween extravaganza all over the city, especially if you're in the Midtown area around the colleges. It was nonstop ass cheeks. Nonstop.
Lots
Everywhere
of
you look.
squats.
Lots of squats. I feel like there's a bunch of gyms in the U of A area that offers nothing but squat service.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I know you were working downtown this weekend and stuff. What was the best looking or sluttiest Halloween costume you came across?
Oh, God.
I know you got to go through a bunch, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the ass cheek ratio to non-ass cheek ratio.
How was the ass
Pretty
cheek?
bad.
Was it a good ass cheek ratio year?
No, not really, unfortunately.
It was a little nipply. I know that you were out at Hotel Congress last night, so they did 2 Halloween parties this year. The one on Friday night and one on Halloween proper last night. Both costume contests were hosted by Powers himself, and last night they were dressed up as the news team from Anchorman. And I feel like Powers is not going to take off this wig all week long. He looks good with full head of hair. You know what I mean? And he shaved it with a mustache. I'm like,
Can't recognize him.
you cannot recognize him. He looks like a man that has like a job. You know what I mean? Super responsible-ish. And I'm telling you, like, that wig is a good look. You might want to stick to that. But yeah, so with 2 big parties at Hotel Congress, people are asking, well, why, if Halloween's on a Monday, why are they doing a costume contest Halloween party on a Friday night and then a Monday? Why not like a Saturday as you get closer and split the difference and just do one? Well, the answer is real simple. Money. Lots of money. Saturday nights at Hotel Congress are always busy. So why try to dip into that already guaranteed money? Just load up on, getting 2 extra nights. So I'm sure it was a very lucrative weekend for Hotel Congress, and, rightfully so. They put on the best parties in downtown, and it was good. Now, I say the best parties in downtown, but I'll tell you what, I don't know if you were out at Hotel Congress on Friday night, but I don't know if you were partying with Gronk and Coach Tommy Lloyd, but I was. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, it was very cool. The Gronk showed up to the Halloween party that Paul Volpe threw, and that was a rager. And he didn't even have to dress up, but he came raging. And so did Coach Tommy Lloyd, which was awesome to see him intermix with people. Really nice dude. It was fun. All Halloween night, on Friday night, I had 10 severed fingers, right, to start off the night. And I bought them at the Spirit Halloween store when I got my little mask, right? I was jigsaw, too, because each and every day I'm like, we want to play a game. So I figured
on brand.
Yeah, exactly. So with these severed fingers, I would kind of do the magician trick. Like I would hide the finger in my hand, give somebody daps, and then go,
Uncle Beef.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, what? And they look and like see a severed finger in their hand. Here's the part of the story where I lie and be like, everyone would just freak out, like, oh my God, what'd you do? But really, they're just like,
Thanks for the finger.
Yeah. And then I would go, you got fingered. Very classy. I made a lot of friends that night, I'm pretty sure.
And afterwards, were you like, can I have that back? That costs money.
No, it was a keepsake.
It's a keepsake.
Yeah. So I'm proud to say, and this is an announcement to the world here. I'm pretty sure I was the first man to ever finger head coach of U of A basketball, Tommy Lloyd. Yes, I fingered Tommy Lloyd. Unfortunately, I couldn't finger Gronkowski. And plus, I doubt I'd be the first. He's a pretty open-minded dude. But definitely first dude to ever finger Coach Tommy Lloyd. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Does he still have my finger? I don't know. He could. Probably.
Showing his wife, like, look at this.
He probably put it on a mantle next to his basketball coaches for like assistant coach of like Gonzaga and all the national championships.
He put rings on there. That's where he keeps all his rings now.
That's what, next time he wins a ring, he's just like, I got a finger perfect for that ring. So you're welcome, Coach Tommy Lloyd.
Weirdo.
All right, what do we got going on today? Well, a whole lot. It's Tuesday, so we're going to do another round of Tap Out with Tony from Catalina Craft Pizza. And speaking of Tony's, actor Tony Hale from Arrested Development, Veep, and Toy Story 4 is going to be checking with us in the 8 o'clock hour. Plus, I have tickets to give away for the Tucson Roadrunners. All that and more. We got your morning moron coming up after Bring Me the Horizon, but let's kick things off with Sublime. Here's what I got. Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. Yo. Welcome to the podcast broadcast stream. That is, what am I doing? Am I the only one on here?
No, says we're back.
I'll get Tony back on there.
He was.
Oh.
Hold on.
All right, Rico's got to fix stuff up. But what you're seeing in the background is Heidi Klum dressed as a worm for her holiday party, her Halloween annual extravaganza that she does. And this is the problem with being, setting the bar so high, because then you have to continue to raise that bar to the point where you're literally covered in prosthetics and waddling down the red carpet. It seems uncomfortable, but also awesome. And I'll share some more photos here real quick. It is terrifying, but you would still probably hit it. And Rico and I debated that very same question earlier this morning. Would you still hit it knowing that it's Heidi Klum in the worm costume? And the answer is yes. In any situation, any scenario, it's a big yes all the way across the board. So here's some photos from Heidi and some other people. So here's her laying down on the red carpet or the blue carpet being interviewed. Her boyfriend was a fisherman. I thought that was pretty clever. And the worm was on the hook, and he was trying to catch whales. All right. So that's her. I mean, this reminds me of Weird Science, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Yeah. And
Ridiculous.
She also did a live stream, but really most of the press went to her 18-year-old daughter who's smoking hot as the BDSM Catwoman. So we have that going on. Hold on. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. We're on the podcast broadcast right now. You can join us on our Facebook pages or youtube.com/bevegan. We're going through some of the pictures from Heidi Klum's annual Halloween party as she dressed up as a giant worm, and seeing some of the other like sexy celebrities or terrifying celebrities, or who hoed it up big time in Hollywood. You see what I did there, Rico?
That was clever.
Okay, yeah. We also got an embarrassing story about Tristan that I've been sitting on for a minute that I want to share with you guys, but I'll only do that on the podcast broadcast. Still hanging out with Tony from Catalina Craft Pizza. So join us, youtube.com/bevegan, or keep it right here because I got music on the way from Crowbot and Ozzy. But first, we'll kick things off with Linkin Park. Here's In the End on Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's the podcast broadcast. Clear. All right. So, yeah, this girl just turned 18, and apparently then this is all what the media wanted to talk about,
She's like, your mom's a worm. Get back to the worm.
Mm-hmm. I was like, look at her kissing the worm. And I think this is why it went viral, because they're like, oh, yeah, just like her mama. So, yes. Yeah, she's cute. And then here's a faux pas, right? So this chick, a model named Brooks Nader, showed up like Pretty Woman Hooker, right? So that's kind of both slutty and thematic. But then this chick did the same thing, same outfit. Yeah, the style blogger, Jessica Wang. And if she's a style blogger, she might have known that,
She knew.
Yeah, she had to have known.
It's about to get Mean Girls up in here.
Oh, yes. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. All right, we're going to do Beast retweets on the podcast broadcast. And then this Tristan story. I was telling Tony about how we were at the Rock for the Glow show, and the fight broke out where the two girls beat up that dude. And that girl actually messaged me, wanted to hear about that segment. But another thing happened that night that was super funny. So our buddy Trevor, who used to be a salesperson here, is kind of like, he's a very aggressive salesperson, right? Stereotypically, he's that kind of salesperson, Tony.
Greed is good.
Yeah, he would go in and be like, hey, you want to do tap out? Cool. And then what else? Can I have your mortgage? Like he'll push.
Yep.
And you need sharks like that when you're selling advertising for sure. But he's a little too aggressive. And now he's selling TV and talking shit for whatever reason. And so he was talking shit about Tristan, where he just like, Tristan's trying to take all my clients. I'm like, okay, whatever. They're not your clients. They're my friends. So go fuck off. right?
Right.
And yeah, I mean that in a nice way. I do like Trevor, but I call him out on his shit. So Tristan was actually there, and Trevor was talking shit about Tristan. So I was like, oh, actually, Tristan meet Trevor. Trevor meet Tristan. So it starts off awkwardly, right?
Yep.
So then they start talking and they're commiserating together, about the downsides of being sales and blah, 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 blah. And then they talk about former employees that are here on the station that were salespeople, like our friend James, who left the station, I don't know, like 2 years ago. And Tristan goes, oh, James, yeah, I know that douche. He shows up to our Halloween party dressed as Prince every year. And then Trevor goes, no, that's me.
Oh, God.
I'm the one who dresses like Prince.
Oh, no.
Every year. And then Tristan goes, Tristan goes, oh, well, you make a good Prince, man.
There's nothing else you can say except double down, Make a good Prince.
It's just so amazing. And I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. I loved it. So that was the other highlight of the Glow Show. There's many highlights, but
I can feel the awkwardness.
oh, yes.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so it's super fun. All right, we're on 5 seconds. Let's get ready to do this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I'm going to ask our panel here, which is Tony from Catalina Craft Pizza, located on Oracle, north of Tangerine, and of course, Rico. Is this cool or creepy? Someone went viral because it was a family in Australia. They recently lost their dog, who was a golden retriever that lived a long, very happy life. And that's the good news. But of course, it's sad for anybody to lose a dog, right? And you've heard stories of people cremating their dog or, even going to extreme routes is like taxiderming their dogs, right? Just so they can keep their dog around. Well, the family kind of did that. But instead of burying him, having him cremated, or turning him into a living stuffed animal, they decided to turn their pet dog into a bearskin rug.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, legitimately a bearskin rug. And I'm going to show you this dog on the podcast broadcast stream because there's video included if you think I'm lying. But yeah, so they said the family wanted to preserve him as a pelt. And finally, after waiting a couple months, they were ready to take the dog home. Now, to be fair, it was almost like having the dog there with you. His fur's soft and you can still pet it. Right. But also your dog is a rug. So that's kind of weird. It just does look like a deflated golden retriever.
That's so horrifying.
Is it?
It really ties the room together, though.
It does.
Doesn't match. It's almost like it's taking a nap.
It's horrifying. But yeah, matches the drapes, the whole nine. You can ask for
God,
a
better video.
Oh, yeah. They got a video.
Oh, come on.
Face, which looks sad.
That's
Luckily, Tony can't see it, but you can feel the fur. It does look like a deflated dog, and that is a rug that they're going to be keeping around. Now, I wonder if they make their guests take their shoes off before they step on their dead dog. I mean, that would only be play. You don't want to get it all messed up.
Like John Wick would kill for this, over this.
What do you take it to, a groomer or to the laundromat or something?
I don't know.
Where do you go with it?
Oh, dry clean.
Dry clean only? You don't go to a groomer?
Oh, no. Well, yeah, I guess you
They
could.
know what they're doing.
That's true. It is the same hair.
Dog fur.
Same hair. You're right. If you get gum in your dead dog, yeah, you definitely take it to a dog groomer. And I wonder if you still tip even though the dog's dead, because it's like, hey, this dog's not biting you or difficult to deal with.
Right.
Yeah. You're gonna get 5%, not 20%. Come on, just laid there. It was easy. So
turn that off. That's disturbing.
No. People need to see this on the podcast broadcast. YouTube.com/beefvegan. You have to see this rug because it's really not that bad of a rug. Now, the reaction in the comments have been mixed. There's been some positive comments early, but then the flood of negative comments came after that. And some of the most recent comments, again, just haven't been that supportive. But what would you do in that situation? Is this cool or creepy, Tony?
Oh, it's creepy.
Okay. Rico, based off your verbal reaction to this entire segment, do I even need to ask?
Don't need it.
Right. I think it's kind of cool. I miss my dog, but he was a little terrier, so maybe I can put him into a sock. That'd be cool.
Hand towel. You could have a hand towel.
Yeah, a hand towel.
Hey, everybody, draw your hand for my dog.
We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast stream, where we're going to do these retweets and so much more. We're going to keep it right here. Rock 2.1 KFMA. Yeah, super crazy.
You said you think you've seen it all, too.
Uh-huh.
I guess not.
Yeah.
People get animals and this will die.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
waiver.
surprise. It's
Disclaimer.
awful. It's terrible. Animals
Except
die.
for a tortoise that'll live for
There
5
you go.
generations.
Yeah. So Lindsay was bummed about it. You know, she said people deal with death differently, but I'm gonna say this is not gonna be. Anthony was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And then JJ said, it's times like this that I'm glad I'm glad I'm a gecko person, not a dog or cat person at all. Well, you can make like
That's
boots.
normal.
I was going to say,
Well,
turn your
yeah,
dead snake into a boot. Hell yeah.
There's a pet in my boot.
Stop crying, kid.
Yeah, that's all right. Real quick though, earlier this morning we did talk with actor Tony Hale from Arrested Development, Veep, and others. And he currently has a Disney Plus show, which is pretty cool. So in case you missed that, here's a few minutes of that interview that we had with Tony this morning, exclusively on the podcast broadcast stream. Check it out. All right. I obviously fucked that up, so that wasn't great. And I know exactly what I did wrong. So, a couple things. One, you were listening to the music for the Dead Dog Rug. So,
Is that a new band coming to town?
yeah, Dead Dog.
Dog
They're
Rug.
fantastic. Dead Dog Run. If you,
Nice melodic. They're a lot like the
it was beautiful. Yes, I mean, if you're gonna, use your dog as a rug, you want something like that.
Dead Dog Rug.
So that was my first mistake. My second mistake was that I had this. Yeah, the audio is good now. I had this interview with Tony Hale, which I recorded, but I didn't bring up any of our pods, so I didn't record into the video. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that's
Well, it
okay.
is a Monday-ish.
Yeah. I had a 3-day weekend, and I had that 3-day weekend just to remind you guys in protest, which went over my manager's heads. But the second year in a row, I have asked and begged to do an all cover show on Halloween. With my theory that it's bands dressed as other bands, right? And I'm trying to increase TSL and do things differently. And they're like, oh, that's not how things are done. Well, yeah, we're not doing the way things are done now, right? That's what makes me mad about this whole system. Like, the game has changed. Why are you playing by the same old rules? You got to play with new rules, right? And that's what I'm pushing. So anyways, I lost this battle. They wouldn't give me the cover songs. They were going to compromise, give me one cover song an hour. And I'm like, fuck that noise, right? That's missing the entire point. So, I put my foot down and said, okay, here's the deal. You guys don't want me to do a cover show on Halloween? Then how about we compromise? I don't do a show on Halloween because I don't want to do a show on Halloween if I can't do a cover show on Halloween, because it's an annual thing that I've done for years that is very successful, very fun to do. And it's switching it up. I mean, yes, we could play Nirvana and Ozzy again, right? Or we could play something that's like been a hit song twice, and the reason why, Tony, I don't want to scare you away, but their theory is like, especially Morning Drive, people want to hear what they're familiar with, right? What they know. They want to hear the hits. Well, my theory in this argument was, hey, this is a song that's been a hit twice, bitch. Do the math.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
200%
Two
hit.
times.
Yeah.
Two times. I think the math works.
Yeah, thank you.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no mathematician, but I do know that's a 200% bonus right there.
Yeah.
It's like the song, and you know.
And as a listener, for what it's worth, I'm down for clever. If there's something clever, I'm going to stick around, and I'll stick around to hear cover songs. I really will.
Yeah, if that's just the theme, like, hey, all morning long, what cover song are we going to play?
Yeah.
All morning long,
Yeah.
it's our bands dressed as
Yeah.
other bands.
Yeah, it's once a year. I'm going to get Nirvana tomorrow.
Right. Exactly. So that was my argument. And again, I lost it.
Feel ya.
So I got a 3-day
Feel
weekend.
ya. Yeah,
And
there you go.
yeah.
Boom.
That's how you do that.
Boom.
All right. Earlier this morning, we did tap out, and I did record it correctly. And we had a crafty contestant in John. How many questions was he able to answer correctly? Find out in this clip that we recorded earlier. And welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Got Tony from Catalina Craft Pizza in studio. Catalina Craft Pizza offers so much more than pizza. They got the best happy hour in town, and they offer ugly steak combinations. I'm talking the ugly steak sandwich, the ugly steak salad, and the ugly steak pizza as well. I'm talking about Dick's. Is it Dickman's?
Dickman's.
Yeah,
There you go.
Dickman's.
Yep.
Yeah. Either way. Don't worry about it. All right. I'm trying to fire myself this morning. I have up to $100 in gift certificates to give away for Catalina Craft Pizza right now. If you can answer Tony's trivia questions, we'll start off with caller 10 at 600 KFMA 600-5362. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tap Out.
The only game where you can quit and win. Think you have what it takes to last 5 rounds? Let's find out. Beef Vegan presents Tap Out.
Yeah, 600 KFMA 600-5362 is the phone number to call in to be a contestant. The first person who could answer our question correctly is going to be our contestant. And every question they answer after that, well, they're going to get themselves a $20 gift certificate to Catalina Craft Pizza. But if they fail, they get an answer wrong, then they lose everything. But if they answer a couple questions correctly and they tap out before the 5-second clock runs out, they can cash out with whatever they accumulated based off how many questions they answered leading up to their tap out. A lot of information, but I hope it makes sense. Are you ready to meet our contestant here, Tony?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go to the phones. Rockwell 2.1, who's this?
John.
All right, John. If you can answer this first question correctly, you're going to be our contestant. Every single question or answer is going to be a famous Tony. That is the theme of Tap Out today. Since we had 2 Tonys on this hour, it's all famous Tonys. And Tony, what is your birth name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Keep that in mind as well, because Anthony's count. All right, what's our first clue, Tony?
Veteran sitcom star of Who's the Boss in Taxi.
All right, who's that?
Tony Danza.
Tony Danza, that is correct. You are going to be our contestant here. All right, let's get right into it here. Here's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm just going to go with it. What am I doing right now? Oh yeah, I'm going to play Nirvana's "The Man Who Sold the World." We're going to see how many questions he could answer correctly and how many gift certificates will be up for grabs for our scavengers, if any, right after this song. So be ready for it. Tap Out continues next on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Here's Nirvana. Oh, you can tell I'm so brain dead today. All right, no, we're still on. All right. Your name's John, right?
You got it.
All right, we're back here with John. He answered our $20 question, so we're good to go. Oh, here you go. So with that, for every question you answer correctly in our famous Tony trivia, you'll get another $20 gift certificate to Catalina Craft Pizza. Are you ready, John?
Ready.
All right, 5 seconds on the clock will begin after Tony gives you this next clue. Tony, lay it on him.
All right, John. American chef, author, and TV personality often needs no reservations for a restaurant table.
Anthony Bourdain.
That is correct. Oh, look at the big brain on John. He's got 2 questions right. He's got $40 in gift certificates to Catalina Craft Pizza in the bank. All right, next question gets a little harder. 5 seconds on the clock will begin after Tony gives you this clue. Good luck, John.
Professional skateboarder, the first one ever to land a 900.
Tony Hawk.
That is correct. That's $60 right now for you. Here's your 4th clue. 5 seconds on the clock will begin when Tony finishes giving you this clue. Here we go.
lead singer and founder of the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Anthony Kiedis.
That is correct. Oh, these are a lot easier than I thought. Here's the $100 question, John. You've answered 4 correctly. Now, keep in mind, if you don't know this and you don't tap out, you're not going to get $80 in gift certificates. You will only walk away with a $20 gift certificate. So if you don't know the answer, it's wise to tap out. But if you answer it correctly, you get all 5 gift certificates worth $100 to Catalina Craft Pizza on Oracle, north of Tangerine. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, pressure's on. 5 seconds on the clock will begin after Tony gives you this final clue. Go for it, Tony.
Hall of Fame MLB player who played his entire 20-year career for the San Diego Padres.
Tap out.
Oh, yes, he tapped out just
Tony. Oh yeah, man. Why do I not remember this?
It's on the tip of your tongue,
I
is it
know.
not?
My favorite player of all time, if
Oh.
it means anything.
I can see his face. Tony.
I don't have all day. The answer is Tony Quinn. Tony Gwynn, John.
Gwen. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Well, that's the bad news. You did tap out,
Yeah,
but the
you
good
tapped
news is you answered 4 questions correctly before you did tap out. So you got $80 in gift certificates to Catalina Craft Pizza, best happy hour in town, hands down. Now, all I need you to do is give me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
All right, lucky number 7. Caller number 7 at 600 KFMA. You're going to get yourself a $20 gift certificate to Catalina Craft Pizza. All right, awesome. All right, Don, I'm going to get all your info here.
I'm glad somebody finally tapped out for once.
Fuck yeah.
That was well played. That was
Everybody
outstanding.
forgets to do that.
I could
Come
see
on.
his face when you
Back
said
on.
it.
Roadrunners have been doing such a good job promoting my show that they have a new segment at the game where it's Rock 102.1 KFMA Beef Vegan Sing Along. So we get people to sing along songs and stuff, but it's essentially like a 90-second commercial endorsement for me and the show at each and every hockey game that's happening this season. Oh yeah, it's amazing. They've been so good to me that I had to rearrange my schedule. So I'm going to San Francisco this weekend instead of next weekend so I could work the games and do their auction and stuff because they deserve it. I'm like, hey, you guys are hooking me up too much, man. I
Soon you're going to be in the snack bar. You're going to have something named after you.
soon I'm going to be in the snack bar.
Yeah.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on the podcast broadcast. It's the only place where you're going to be able to see this video, but you'll be able to hear it. Now, this is a woman who's gone viral with her story about how she, quote unquote, accidentally ordered a happy endings massage. Yeah. Is this something you could do? You could do this online? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a novice to this kind of stuff.
There's a promo code.
Promo code KFMA. That'd be fantastic.
Groupon.
Yeah, I mean, I've had friends that definitely have experienced the massage parlors and the ones that kind of give the wink wink service. I'd never even been to like a massage therapy, so it's something that I have no experience with, but I'm sure I will
Game
eventually.
changer, dude.
Yeah, yeah, you love it.
It's great.
I never feel so loose in my life. So, anyways, so usually these are guys that are going for the happy endings. I didn't even realize that women could request the happy ending service as well. And some of these places are more than happy to oblige. Now, this is a very sexy story, so I'm going to put some sexy music to it while we listen back on the audio. Yeah.
Get ready.
There you go. Yeah. Now, I'm going to play this clip, and I want you guys to weigh in because the internet is split on this. Some people were shocked and thought it was hilarious, while others suggest that she made the whole thing up, which it is TikTok, so that's possible as well. Let's listen to her story. Yeah, let's talk about it. Hold that thought. I forgot to share it on the screen. All right, here we go. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to press. And there we go. It's coming. It's coming. You're not going to be able to see it, Tony, but you'll be able to hear it. Here we go. All right, done. And she's a cute blonde, you know.
p.m. They answered the phone at 9 p.m., which should have been a red flag, but I continued. I pull up. It doesn't look great, but hey, whatever. So I walk in. There are no doors, only curtains.
Oh, that's a sign. If there's no doors, only curtains, you may be in a happy ending massage place. So, guys, keep a lookout for curtains.
Which I'm a little nervous about. I definitely got hidden video camera vibes, so I even looked around for cameras and proceeded with the massage, which, again, come on. Now, if you've ever gotten a massage, you know they always tell you to get undressed to your comfort level. So I always leave my underwear on. So I left my underwear on and laid down. She comes in and really quickly rips my underwear down to my knees. And
Nice.
Whoa.
All right, let her continue, Rico.
Okay,
Jeez.
my bad.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening? Very uncomfortable.
She thought it, but she let it go.
I
She's
know.
like, let's see where this goes.
But to make matters worse, she folds back the sheet that's already very small. So I'm completely exposed, booty up.
All right. I'm sorry. I just need to take a second to weigh in. All right, we're good.
Freeze in this instance. I'm not going to lie. I am absolutely confused. Like, I don't want to be rude if this is normal. She then sits on my thighs. I reached down and pulled my underwear back up, and I was like, no, thank you.
I feel like she edited out an important part of the
little
information.
bit.
Yeah. She sits on her thighs and then she sighs. I feel like there was like, oh, what's she doing sitting on my thighs? Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah, but her underwear's at her knees.
Exactly. I feel like she left out the whoa part.
What
the heck?
Right.
Hey-o.
Yeah. All right, but she does continue.
You, just my shoulders, please. The poor woman was very confused as to why I was not into this. The massage was great once we established our boundaries.
I'm sure it
I
was.
will say that I did not know you could search the internet for a list of these places to avoid them, because I will say the happy ending for me was leaving, and the not so happy ending was realizing that they were on that website and that I had indeed booked myself a happy ending massage.
Nice.
She's gonna ruin it for the rest of us.
No, don't
She's
worry.
Exposing.
Don't worry. There's been plenty of stings, and those things are still up and running everywhere. I'm sure there's some in Tucson. I'm
Promo
sure.
code beef. KFMA.
Yeah, right. I would love endorsements. Happy Endings Massage Parlor. So do you
Tell
believe
'em
this
Beef sent
girl, or
ya.
do you think it was all a ruse for TikTok?
She seems kind of believable.
Yeah.
I think it's made up.
All
to be
right.
honest. Yeah.
I want the
You guys
name
are
of the
torn.
establishment and a Yelp review.
Yeah, you
that'll
do.
legitimize it.
I'm sure you do. Yeah. I want to know what she left out, that little aha moment when she honestly figured it out. When she's like, I don't know when I put my finger and I'm on it. Oh, yeah. That's why I paid extra. I wonder if she still gave a tip. Oh, so many questions. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Or you can keep it right here if you want. Rock 102.1 KFMA. There. All right. So, yeah, that was nice. Nice.
I think I stumbled onto one of those places when I was in college once. I was in Mesa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I was walking back
Hold
home.
on.
All right.
Tell me more.
Well, broke college kid trying to get a massage. It's like one of those walk by things. Like, I could use a massage right now.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I'm like in my 20s. I'm
young
sore.
strapping lad.
Mhm.
I'm sore and like I have my backpack on. I walk into this joint and it's like one of those things where it's a small room before the actual establishment. And there's like a camera in the corner and like one of those sliding like door things, whatever. Like I looked around, I was confused. It was really dim in there. And like all of a sudden this lady, this older Asian woman opens the thing and she's like, oh, hello, like come from massage. And I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, how much are they? She's like, $40, whatever. But she seemed really inquisitive. And I'm like, yeah, do you guys take credit card? And she's like, no,
Oh.
No trace.
And she looked at me in the eyes without blinking and was like, cash, only cash.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, lady, you're scaring me.
Yeah,
Like I backed out.
That's
It could have been a very enlightening experience, but that was terrifying at first.
that is too funny.
The slide
Yes.
door,
Good
especially.
decision. Good decision. Right
And the
there.
camera.
You were probably onto something.
Probably.
That's why I think this is lame. I think she could have been onto something.
Well, I
12
mean,
times.
you don't think a woman, who probably gets massages all the time, she's probably just looking at it for a good deal and not assuming the devious. Guys are always looking for the devious.
At
Nice
9 o'clock.
idea.
Yeah, at 9 o'clock at night though, she's calling.
Well, she
Right.
said that
Come
was her
on.
first clue.
Exactly.
She should
Oh,
have.
what is
Yeah.
so she's not an experienced masseur.
Right.
Masseuse.
Yes.
She's not. So come on. And by the
Massage.
way, a lot of
right.
massage places do have curtains because that's what they are.
Yeah.
That's true.
They
Zen
need to
music.
save a buck, and it's fine.
All right.
Private's private. That's too much.
Okay.
But good for
Uh,
her. I'll believe her.
Raymond
Fine.
said any parlor with only one sheet and no cover sheet will provide a happy ending.
Oh, thanks, Rick.
tricks of the trade.
Mark
Like
that
those
down.
doctor paper sheets they put on like the the beds when you go for a checkup.
Yeah, and then cash only is another giveaway. So you're like, hey, do you accept credit card? That's all you gotta do is if you're trying to find one of these happy ending places, just call them up. Be like, oh yeah, do you expect you accept credit cards or is it just cash only? If they say cash only, it's like cash in hand. In the other hand, you're junk. Yeah, I know.
Prepaid
beef tip.
Well, no, I'll save that for a beef tip later on for sure.
You feeling a little down, Johnny?
Yeah. I know. I'm like, you know what? My shoulders are kind of sore.
I feel like having the women go in, that's got to be a whole different ball game. Just saying.
You know what?
It's a lot longer.
I appreciate the service. You know, there's no discrimination there. You know, she went from this to this, right? So,
beef.
I don't know. I mean, that was all right.
We're still waking up. It's Monday.
Yeah. It's
Tuesday, Monday.
We had some good other clips that we did this morning. Like this morning, there was a dad who ranted at his daughter because of her irresponsibility, and I never resonated and related to a TikTok video so hard before this one that I came across this morning. Check this out in case you missed it. KF, man, that's Cage Elephant here. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Came across this viral video that I relate to hardcore. It's a 16-year-old posted this. Okay, now I have a 16-year-old, and you know, teenage blues, man. It's a weird thing that happens, you know, and everyone enjoys their kids from toddler to teen, and then from teen until I don't know mid-30s, they're monsters. I'm hoping it's not that late, but it is pretty difficult. Now here's the example. Okay, there's a girl. This girl, like, she got out of bed late and she missed her bus, so she had to wake up her dad at 6 a.m. to take her to school. So he's already annoyed, right? So while they're on the way to school, she realizes she also forgot her backpack. And that's when he goes on a dad rant. This dad rant is very relatable to me. And, you know, the only thing that's missing from here is the expletives, right? The cursing. Because I don't know if I'd be able to keep it so PG.
You know what responsibility is?
Yeah, check this out.
I missed the bus this morning, and on the way to school, I realized I forgot my backpack.
Andreas? What? I forgot my backpack.
What?
I forgot my backpack.
There is no way in hell I'm turning this car around. Do you understand me? You better grab a rock and a chisel before you walk into that classroom, because that's what you're going to be using to take notes. You got to get your head out of your ass, and instead of focusing on looking like a traffic cone in the morning, you should be worried about getting on the bus in time.
She's wearing an orange shirt. So he called her a traffic cone. And you see, like, I freeze framed it when we show this later on the podcast broadcast, you see that, like, that teenage face, her rolling her eyes. She did not enjoy the traffic cone reference, but I feel like it was a good burn.
Instead of waking me up to take your sorry ass to school at 6 a.m.
Right? And it stops, and then we went back to get it. So even though he vented, he turned around, and there you go. And then this is how it ended.
Thank you.
Shut up.
I missed the bus.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, you know, seeing videos like this, 100%, I'm like, yeah, that's my life, man. Yesterday, I didn't go to work, right? So my daughter's like, hey, I told my daughter, I'm like, hey, I'm going to take you to school tomorrow. And I've been, like, you know, teaching her how to drive, which has been a very stressful thing to begin with, right? I mean, she almost murdered a guy the other day. This guy was walking across the crosswalk on Park, you know, and that's a college area, so they got the right away, and my daughter didn't know that, and she's going 40, almost macked this kid, right? So she goes, I was like, hey, I'll give you a ride to school tomorrow morning because I have off. And she's like, cool. And I was like, I'll let you drive. And she's like, well, can we get Dutch? And I was like, well, if we get Dutch, then I have to drive because you're not Speedway ready, right? So anyways, she agrees to that. So I wake up in the morning, you know, early on my day off. I get ready. I drive to Dutch, and we're waiting in Dutch. And I'm like, all right, so what do you want? And she goes, I don't know. I don't like Dutch anymore. I'm like, what? This was your idea from the beginning. What are you talking about? You don't like Dutch. And that's the thing, man. These teenagers are mental.
When you go through that stuff, especially nowadays, you have to suspect that they're like filming a TikTok for you. Like,
right.
Watch me troll my dad.
Where's the hidden camera? Yeah.
Let me see it.
Yeah. Watch my dad's heart explode from freaking out. Watch his face turn beet red and his eyes like shoot out of his head. I mean, that's what it's like on a regular basis. But yeah, so she ended up not getting any Dutch. I did though.
Surprise.
Yeah. All right. So super relatable stuff. Is it an F My Life? Nah. But our F My Lives are coming up next, and there's some good ones because we had a 3-day weekend. So,
so
that was that.
Shut up.
Shut up, me. Shut up, me. Am I rambling? All right.
No, the dad was aggressive.
Yeah, I know. That's good. I mean, I relate to that dad. I'm like, that's good dadding right there. Good fathering. Where when you tell your kid to shut up aggressively. I had a big fight with my daughter, right? Because she was like, hey, what time? I want to go hang out with my boyfriend on Halloween night. What time do I need to come home? And I thought I was being extremely lenient. And I was like, 9 p.m. It's a school night, right? And she gave me shit, man. It was a big, you would have thought I said 4 p.m, right? The way that she was reacting. And I was like, so it became a war over this. I'm like, it's 9 p.m. on a school night, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to buy the crack for you and be like, yeah, stay up all night and ditch school? Fuck it. No, I'm your dad. 9 p.m. So she's
gonna get you crack sooner or later. That's what they do.
I guess
What happens?
she's gonna make
Once you crack, it's all over though.
I'm not
strong.
cracking. No, I stay
Don't
strong.
do it.
Again, I can't be like, I feel like I'm a pretty cool dad. People have seen my, parenting. They consider that as well, and fair, lenient, but strict at the same time. It's a delicate balance, but it still doesn't matter. I'm still the biggest dick in the world to my daughter, who still loves me.
That's what she wants. She really does.
Yeah, that's good. In hindsight, I'm not supposed to be the best friend, right? Because that's when it backfires. You see that shit,
That's when she comes home at 1 a.m,
right?
or you're going and pick her up.
Yeah,
And she calls you bro.
right. Well, she does call
What's
me
up,
bro.
bro?
She does call me bro. Is that wrong?
Mm.
Yeah.
In context.
I call her bro too, but she tries to be like all, gender fluid, which is bullshit now. Now she's super girly. So it was a short phase. All these kids, man. All right. Not all of them, but a lot of these kids, it's a trend. All right. See this picture that I have pulled up right now?
Fat Kanye West proposing? Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
What?
This is exactly what it looks like. A couple getting engaged inside a Walmart. So if I told you ahead of time, what do you think people who are going to propose in Walmart would look like? You would probably get close to this description right here. A fat
like
Kanye West.
Yeah, it looks like an SNL sketch.
A girl in pajamas, the hair in a bun. This is the perfect time.
The best part is Mickey Mouse in the background.
I know. Everything about this is beautiful. But check out this viral video. Will she say yes? Well, he just picked up that ring on aisle 3 for $14. So of course she says yes. I wonder if they offer divorces in Walmart. They will soon.
Oh, they have.
Kiss on the cheek, dude.
That's not love.
No. She's gonna dump
They'll
him.
just start banging on the counter there.
Fake
Mhm.
That'd have been Walmart.
Yep. All right, other stuff. So obviously Halloween happened. Those 4 days of hardcore partying. Of course, there's going to be fails along the way. Whenever you ask a drunk hot chick to get on the bar, you could pretty much bet that there's a 50-50 chance that this will happen.
Wow.
One more time. It's a replay just for fun. Aboosh.
Needs to be a remix of that.
If I
song.
pause at the right time, we'll get kicked off of YouTube. Ready? Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
that
Oh,
looks
she's a
painful.
squirter. Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry. Here's another. Here's a new shot. Now, Rico, you're a bouncer at a bar. Allegedly. Okay. Are they doing these shots here? And if they are, sign me up. I'll try it once and only once. Okay. This is a new trend that's apparently happening in some part in the country. But check this out. That's what it is. The splash and slap. So you take a shot, then the girl, and that girl right there looked like a chubbier
They're not
ex-girlfriend of
holding
mine.
back.
They're
at
not
all.
holding back.
That's a full-on slap.
Right. And I'm like, is this just in this one bar? But it looks like it's in several other bars. But yeah. So the girl sits up there, throws a drink in her face, and then
Boom.
slaps them.
Oh, and then these guys are worried about their shirts. Come on.
I know.
Right.
This is not Russia, by the way.
Oh, there's a girl. Oh, so it's the same bar. It's a trend that's happening at the bar. And I say, Rico, you need to start this trend at your bar. These kids, these college kids are going to love it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You got to pay extra for that.
Right.
Boom. And look
Slap
at
shot.
chicks are doing it.
If the bartender can do it to you, that's the next step.
Yeah, I don't know what they call this shot.
Splash and slap.
Well, that's too simple. Oh, she took a shot out of the belly button.
She punches him in the nose.
Yeah. Boom. Oh,
It's only going to escalate. It's like take a shot at tequila, take a kick in the balls.
right.
It's
What
going
is
to get
up with
worse.
the new slap thing? When did that start?
The new slap
The
thing.
competitions, you mean? The two guys
I don't
going?
know, no, not that, but just
Oh.
the slap, like the intent, like the want to slap. I'm old.
Yeah.
It used to be a
Has this been
backhand.
going around for a while? I don't know. It's news to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
Seems like
But
the thing to do is where I'm going.
yeah, you
Coming
know,
a trend.
we're kind of de-evolving in real time. So you're just kind of seeing that, you know? It's
Ebb and flows.
Where have I been? I knew that.
yeah, you know.
That's too simple.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, like our
Right.
parents would open the doors for women and strangers and stuff. Now they
Right.
just, you know, tell them, you know,
Now
nice
you get
ass
told
or-
down if you do that. Well, I could open the door myself.
I
And
mean,
you're
I'm
like, yeah.
supposed to enjoy being hit, right?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Well,
typically.
I feel like I would get a kick out of that. I would probably do 3 shots maximum till my face started swelling up, but I would try it.
Not gonna lie, I have, but
Yeah.
I dabbled.
I haven't tried a lot of things with that. I've tried. I'm like, yeah, I kind of like it. And I'm trying to think why.
Yeah.
Where's it been?
That's Tony from Catalina Craft
Yeah,
Pizza.
great. Yeah, thanks for that plug.
Rocco 2.1 KFMA.
Extra
We are-
couple bucks, you come hit me in the face.
A slice and a slap.
Well, we just played this TikTok video that's going viral. Apparently, there's a bar that's starting a new trend. It's a new way to give a shot where the woman sits up on the bar and there's a guy or girl sitting in front of her. That person takes a shot. Then the woman throws a drink in the person's face and slaps them. I'm trying to figure out what the name of this move is, but it's something I definitely want to start seeing in Tucson on 4th Avenue. I do.
It's going to happen.
We can do it.
Yeah, we
I
can
believe
start
in us.
that trend. Yeah, and you could track it back here. I shared it with you, but you could probably track it back to that. It's probably like I don't know, Montana. It's some pretty hardcore.
Iowa.
Yeah, I mean there was a lot of dead carcasses on the walls,
Mhm.
so
Not
it's
a lot to do.
yeah, not a lot to do. So you're like, what do you want to do tonight? I don't know. Maybe take some shots, get hit in the face. Yeah, I know the place. It's fantastic. So
I mean, the low hanging fodder, it's got to be slap shot, don't you think? I mean,
slap shot, that's
Ooh.
good. Yeah,
if you've got
that's
a
very
Roadrunner,
hockey centric.
You know, think Roadrunners right there.
Clever.
Yeah, well, I know that I'm DJing their Hops and Hockey event on the 12th. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, which is a little pregame drinking before the game at the TCC on the Saturday. So TucsonRoadrunners.com if you want to be a part of that. Maybe I could pitch that to my bosses. Like, hey, what if?
You could be slapped by a celebrity.
Oh, yeah. A local celebrity. I'll slap the crap out of people if they're getting drunk, if they want me to.
Beef, I love you. Come here, buddy.
All for a couple extra bucks. It's gonna cost you.
Yeah.
Sign this waiver.
Exactly. You know, I'm trying to start all different types of TikTok trends. In fact, earlier this morning, I talked about the new Avatar film. Now, it was just revealed, and this is not a surprise to anybody who's been following James Cameron's, career and his resume. All of his films are long. I think he fires the editor. He's just like, I got this from here. So they just revealed that Avatar, The Way of the Water, is going to be 3 hours and 10 minutes. Right? That's a long ass film. If you're just sitting in a normal theater seat, because I don't know if you suffer from the same syndrome that I suffer, the no assitis, it starts getting painful after hour 2. But then I came up with the new TikTok challenge, right? Because these kids are creating TikTok challenges all the time, Rico.
Mm-hmm. These damn kids.
So I want to start and create, and I want you guys to spread the word for me. The Avatar Way of the Water challenge. Oh, what is that challenge, you ask? I'm glad you did. I need you to buy a 64-ounce soda. All right. Sit down and watch Avatar Way in the Water in the theater and not go to the bathroom. Now, that's over 3 hours of running water. This Avatar is set in waterfalls under ocean. I mean, everything is just water sounds.
That's hardcore, man. I don't know.
Right. So finish the 64-ouncer and make it all the way through to the credits. That's the Avatar challenge.
That's like a big gulp, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it's a movie theater, so it's a movie theater small.
For real.
Yeah. So the Avatar challenge, when that comes out in December, you heard it here first. So good luck. And if your bladder explodes, don't come at me, bro.
Just tweet at James Cameron with your wet pants. This is your fault.
This is all your fault. I'd make it 15 minutes in. Be like, wait,
I
did
know.
you even finish your soda yet? No. I just love the sound of water, man. We got your beef tip coming up after these words. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast where we're doing beef retweets. You can join us there, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, clear. All right, so where was I? Going back to the retweets. But that avatar challenge, I think that's going to take off. I think someone else is going to try to do that.
That sounds worse than the college game, the Mickey 40 hands, or Edward 40 hands.
Edward 40 hands.
Terrible.
Do you ever do that? This is before your time, Tony.
Oh, I don't know.
Have you heard of this before?
No.
Oh, man.
It might have been before your time. So Edward 40 hands, the game would be, and this is a college style game that I started seeing. It was after my little college run, which was short lived, but it was in I would say the mid 2000s.
Oh yeah, it was 2005.
Yeah, something like that. So essentially, you get two 40s, and then somebody duct tapes those 40s to your hands. Yeah, and then you're drinking those two 40s. You know you're gonna get wrecked.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You know what I wanted to do for my 40th birthday? Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but it was always a goal of mine. Was do a gangster party where I have like turning 40 with a bunch of 40s and then playing E40. You get it?
Oh,
yeah. I know. Yeah. Well, I'll have to do that for my 50th. All right, so let's go back to Beast retweets. Here is because again, so when I do Beast retweets, Tony, I just retweet shit and I don't ask people to follow me because I don't want to.
Oh.
Yeah, you already see what happens. So you see an athletic body like this, you think this guy's gonna nail
top tier,
whatever. Yep. Yeah, but it goes exactly like it looks.
Wait.
That's
Darwinism.
Right. Yeah, at
least took him out of the gene pool and put him into the Hudson River.
At least he's famous now.
Yeah. Now, earlier this morning we did famous Tonys as a category for Tap Out. Tony Hawk was one of the answers. Tony Hawk dressed up as Larry David this Halloween. Yeah, and he was spot on actually.
Oh, that's great.
Him and Larry David actually have similar bone structures. So after he dressed up, he took to the ramp. Here's a picture of Tony Hawk as Larry David.
Oh, that is awesome.
He fucking nail it or what?
That's perfect. That's not Larry David.
That is amazing.
That's not Larry David.
Fantastic.
That is perfect.
I told you they got similar bone structures, similar noses.
Yeah.
They're skinny.
Yeah.
Oh, that is funny.
Isn't that great?
Perfect.
Yeah, so
that's classic.
Tony Hawk went viral this weekend and killed it. He won Halloween. All right.
That's got to be a downloadable player in like Tony Hawk video games now.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. The Larry David skater.
Could you move? Thank you.
All right, this costume is amazing as well. And this father-son duo, A+, and they won the internet as well. All right, check out the screaming. Hold on.
That is funny.
Yeah, you gotta see the replay because this is amazing.
Oh, that's great. Oh my god. What the hell? This is good acting too.
Great acting.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? So
funny. It's a little creepy. Like, kind of concerned.
Yeah.
Acting's too good.
Brilliant. Yeah. Like this kid acts like he's been kidnapped before.
Exactly. Remember 2 years ago? All right, do that again.
Do that again, but this time it's just for fun.
Funny. Likes
that's
and
the actual
retweets.
cover because that guy actually kidnapped.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I had to share it. I don't think I retweeted that. I don't know why that's on there. Oh no, the people are commenting on this. Oh, that's why.
You're like, don't look at those. Don't mind me, guys. Don't pay attention to that.
Right. Well, I was like, yeah, because you don't know. It's Twitter. A titty could pop up at any moment.
I know.
And again, I'm not trying to get banned. What is this here? Oh, okay. This is awesome. We still got a little bit of time. Okay, so this guy is on a boat, right? A big ship. And right now the ship is going through rough waters and going over some fucking crazy big waves. And he's jumping at the right time. Check this out. Watch his hops. Whoosh. Hits that ceiling.
Whoa.
We'll do it one more time.
The Matrix.
Yeah, he's just timing out the wave. And when the boat goes up and right before it goes down, that's when he jumps. And he just gets mad air and floats.
In a concussion.
Look at that. Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. So that's cool stuff.
Potential. He's like, I can't afford to go to SpaceX or like anything. I'm doing this instead.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I just retweet stuff on the internet because it belongs on the internet. And it's pretty good. Like this. A gorilla going for bananas. You bet you're not going to see this coming.
No!
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's right. Going after this whole family. This I shared. I'm not going to play it on the stream right now, but this reverend did a political speech that you just set the internet on fire. He did a fantastic job. And then final thing I'm going to end here is this guy basically floats away. I watched this video clip probably 10 times, and I still don't understand what's going on. All right, so watch. This guy's going to be skateboarding, and his board gets caught up in the hose. But then he doesn't stop at all. Watch this. Boom. So you see him way over there, but he essentially just coasted. Stop. His board's stuck right there. If I didn't see him hit the ground, I would have thought this was just fake all the way around. But then you see his legs up there.
Some GTA 5 graphics.
Isn't that amazing?
Whoa.
Yeah, so with that.
They got the camera afterwards, like, thank you so much. This is going to go viral.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Anyway, I keep saying here's one last one, but yeah. So there's a backstory to this. This was an incredible explosion of gold from a 14-year-old ginkgo tree, I believe in China. And it doesn't.
Oh, it's not uranium. Okay, good.
Yeah, not uranium. This is something. Again, this tree is 1,400 years old, and once it gets to that age of maturity, it blossoms so beautifully that it's a full-blown tourist attraction. And I think it's good luck as well. But look at those petals.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? So we do, we're like, guy got hit in the nuts and that chick's hot. And then look at this beautiful plant. Yeah.
Majesty, everybody.
Okay, this guy is fucking great too. I said one last. Okay. Have you ever accidentally pulled off something so smooth that you thought you were Spider-Man? This guy did. Check this out. And then can I shoot webs? Look at that.
Amazing.
He had the sense and everything, and it just stuck to his hand. He's like, wait a second.
Not gonna lie, that's not impressive. We do that on the daily.
Yeah, okay.
It's not on camera.
I mean, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong, but
Every day.
boxes falling and catching. And
do you have like
Stuff
ring
we got.
cams, security cams like that where you could ever catch us?
Yes, I'll just say yes.
Okay.
We do.
And you're going to send them to B from now on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well.
please do.
Yeah, weekly catch.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Do a
love
top
that.
10 highlight.
I
Yes.
mean, boxes are falling all the time, among other things.
Yeah.
And who catches what?
Exactly. All right, so there's Beast retweets. Tweet.
Boxes are following another band name for the contest.
Oh, yes. Speaking of which, we do have our full band being announced for the Build a Band as we've been doing votes for an entire month. The lineup was revealed. Corey Taylor is our lead singer. / Anita Strauss are our guitarist. We had Danny Foley from, is that his last name? From Tool. And then Fieldy from Korn as our bass player. We need you guys to name that band. Whoever comes up with the best band name for that band at KFMA.com will win a $500 Visa gift card courtesy of Paul Volpe and the Volpe team at Nova Home Loans. So it would be awesome if one of our streamers won. Make sure you go to KFMA.com and give the best name. Only the best name will win. So I'm looking forward to that. And the band poster looks pretty sick too. I'll show it to you. And shout out to Powers for whipping this one together. We decided to go black.
Cool. I
and
didn't know
white.
we had one.
Yeah, we got one.
Nice. They're going to be at KFMA Day potentially.
I wish, dude.
We'll see.
Yeah, and they need to hurry up and get that fucking.
It's
done.
your field of dreams. You got to make it happen now.
I know. Well, there it is.
If you book them,
Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Danny Carey, not Danny Foley. All right.
Oops.
Yeah.
How many comments you going to get for that?
Yeah. Well, that's right. It's only streamers. It's all family. All right. Well, let's wrap things up.
Like Olive Garden.
Yeah. All right.
Family.
And I'll be doing this quickly here. Oh, unfortunately, that is all the time we have for the show. But I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Thank Tony Hale, the actor, for calling in. Thank Tony from Catalina Craft Pizza for coming in, do another round of tap out. CatalinaCraftPizza.com for all their menu information. They're located at Oracle, just north of Tangerine. I only got a little bit of time, but I'll give you a beef tip. If you're searching for a massage parlor that offers happy endings, call them up in advance and ask them if they take credit card. If they say no, cash only, Happy endings are on the menu. All right.
Hey.
That is your beef tip. Also, it's illegal, so you shouldn't do it. But if you commit crimes, ask him if it's cash only. If it is, wink wink. All right, Robin Ash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. And please confirm that theory.
For your grief, but if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.